Hello everybody. In this video I'm gonna talk about variable expression. Look at this one, 3 plus 2. This is an expression. And the result of this expression, if we simplify it or if we evaluate it, is gonna be 5. 3 plus 2 is gonna be 5. Look at this expression. 3x plus 2. Can we evaluate this expression? We know that value of 2 is 2. But what is the value of 3x? We don't know the value of 3x because actually we don't know value of x. X can be any number. X can accept any number. So because we don't know the value of x, we cannot evaluate this expression. We don't know what is the value of 3x. If we know the value of 3x, then we can add 2 to the value of 3x and evaluate it. Because we are not able to evaluate this expression, we call it variable expression. Because the result of this expression varies, depends on value of x. We call it variable expression. The x is the variable. The name of this 3 is coefficient. And the name of this 2 is constant. The name of this 3x is terms. The name of this 2 is terms. So this expression has 2 terms. One term is 3x. The other term is 2. And this is variable expression because it's include x as a variable. Okay? So the name of this expression is variable expression. What is the degree of this expression? The degree of the expression is the highest degree of the terms. Because the degree of x is 1. The x doesn't have exponent. When a variable doesn't have exponent, the exponent is 1. So it means the degree of x is 1 and the degree of this term is 1. So this is the first degree expression. Another example of the variable expression. 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. This is another variable expression. How many terms does it have? 3 terms. One of the terms is 2x squared. The other term is 3x. The other term is negative 2. So this expression has 3 terms, 2x squared, 3x, and negative 2. And the degree of this expression is 2. Why? Because the degree of these terms is 2 because the exponent of x is 2. The degree of this term is 1 because the exponent is 1. The degree of this term is 0 because we can write it 2x to the power of 0. So what is the highest degree of the terms is this one because this term has the highest degree, which is 2. So this variable is second degree expression. Okay. Remember, the sign of this one is positive, the sign of this one is positive, and the sign of this one is negative. Because for this one we can write it as 2x squared plus 3x plus negative 2. Okay? Because when a number doesn't have, or a variable doesn't have sign, it means the sign is positive. This one, the sign of 2x squared is positive. This 3x, because it doesn't have sign, the sign is positive. This one, the sign is negative. So this expression, or the top and bottom are the same. Top is the simplified format of the bottom one. Has 3 terms. One term is 2x squared. The other term is 3x. The last term, or the third term, is negative 2. let's use another example of the variable expression. The name of these two is coefficient. The name of these three is coefficient. The name of this negative 2 is constant. Let's do another example of the variable expression. Three x squared y squared plus 2xy minus 3y minus 5. This is another expression, variable expression. How many terms it has? 1, 2, 3, 4. This variable expression has 4 terms. One term is 3x squared y squared. The other term is 2xy. The third term is negative 3y. And the last term or fourth term is negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the name of this negative 5 is constant. What is the name of this x is variable. What is the name of this y is variable. And the name of this 3 is coefficient. This 2 or positive 2 is coefficient. Negative 3 is coefficient. And name of this negative 5 is constant. What is the degree of this expression? Is the highest degree of the term. The degree of this one is 4, x squared, y squared. So we should add these two exponents. The degree of this expression, this term is 4. The degree of this one is 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2. The degree of this term is 1. What is the highest degree of the term, or term with the highest degree? This one, which is 4. The degree of this one is 4. So this expression is 4th degree expressions. These are the name of variable expression or the other specification of the variable expressions. Now, the other thing is evaluating the variable expressions. Let's look at this expression, 2a minus 2. I want to evaluate this expression. I cannot evaluate this expression unless I know the value of a. Okay, so I can evaluate this expression for the value of a is equal 1 as an example. What it means? It means instead of a, we should substitute 1 in this expression and find the result. So for the value of a equal 1, I can evaluate this expression 2 instead of a, substitute 1 minus 2. Then 2 times 1 is 2, minus 2 is going to be 0. So the value of this expression for a equal 1 is going to be 0. I evaluated this variable expression for a equal 1. Or another example, 3xy minus 2y plus minus 3 is equal 5. As an example, this is another variable expression. How many terms does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this one is not expression, it's an equation. Let's do this one. Okay. So 3xy minus 2y minus 3. This expression has 3 terms. 3xy is one term, negative 2y is another term, and negative 3 is the third term. The name of x and y are variables. 3 and negative 2 are coefficient, and this negative 3 is constant. I want to evaluate this expression for the value of x equal negative 1 and y is equal 2. Okay, I want to evaluate this expression based on these values for the variable. It means I should substitute negative 1 for x and 2 for y in this expression and find the answer. With this action we call it evaluating. So it's going to be 3 negative 1 and y is 2 minus 2, again y is 2 minus 3. Okay, I substitute instead of x, I substitute negative 1, and instead of y, I substitute 2. Then simplify this expression. -1 times 2 is -2 times 3 is -6, or 3 times -1 is -3 times 2 is going to be -6, and -2 times 2 is -4, -3. So -6 plus -4 is -10, plus -3 is going to be -30. I evaluated this expression based on x equal -1 and y is equal 2. We call this action or this function, we call it evaluating an expressions. Okay, and let's do another example, b square minus a. Let's do one more example of evaluating the variable expression. B square minus a over 3d plus 3c. 3d plus 3c. Okay, I want to evaluate this expression based on a is equal -2, b is equal 4, b is equal 4, c is equal -1 and d equal 3. C is equal -1 and d is equal 3. I want to evaluate this variable expression based on the value for this variable. Again, instead of b, I should substitute 4, so it's going to be 4 to the power of 2 minus, instead of a, I should substitute -2 over, again 3, d is equal 3 plus 3, and c is equal -1. Remember, when we are using fraction, always continue the fraction line to cover both top and bottom for numerator and denominator. Okay, and at the first step, I didn't do any action. Mentally. I just substitute the value for the variable. Okay, now simplify it. 4 to the power of 2 is 16. Negative times negative is positive, 2 over 3 times 3 is 9, and positive times negative is negative, 3 times 1 is 3. Continue in the next line. 16 plus 2 is 18, and 9 minus 3 is 6. The result is 18 over 6, but remember, when we are doing when we are ending in fraction, we always have to simplify it as much as possible. 18 over 6 or divided by 6 is 3. So the value of this variable expression based on these values for each of the variable, the result is 3. This action, we call it evaluating the variable expression. Okay, in this video I talk about variable expression, I talk about terms, the degree of expression, and evaluating the variable expression. In the next videos I will continue these topics. Bye for now.